Hello again, everybody. I'm out here on the tiny house build and trying to keep warm. We got the little gas stove going, and it warms it up in here pretty good. And I cleaned up in here. I took and swept and got all the nails and all that kind of stuff picked up and had it looking pretty good. Now, we seem to have a big old pile of stuff laying over here, and I'm going to have to clean that up too. Look at all this junk laying here. It's just cluttering the place up. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff. I think I'm just going to throw it in the walls. That's probably about the best thing to do with it. I'm just going to throw it in the walls. Nobody will ever know. That way I can get rid of all of it. Because that's just a mess laying there. You know, I think that should fit right in a wall. I'll just run these all through the walls there. And a bunch of these little boxes here, I'll just throw them in the wall too. Yeah, well, see if we can get rid of some of that stuff. Alright, so now after getting the table and all the tools and stuff out of the way, we're going to go ahead and put these boxes. Now, over here, we're going to have a countertop, of course, because this is where our sink is going to be. So we need to put the plugs at countertop height or higher. So we're going to want to measure how high our countertop is going to be. The countertop is going to be about 36 inches. So we'll mark right there. Now on top of the countertop is going to be a backsplash, and it's about 4 inches. And that puts it about there. So we need our plugs higher than 40 inches so that they are not in the backsplash. We're going to put them at 42. Okay, so this is going to be the stove plug. Just start off with this. We're going to have a lot of plugs, but I was going to show you how I set up my plug height. I'll take my hammer. This way all the plugs are at a uniform height. This will be behind the stove. It's not really going to matter, but this way we're close. And you sit it on there, on top of the hammer. And then we want to know that our plug will be close to the end of the board. These are the boards that we're going to use for the walls. So, I guess one way we could do it would be line it up just like that. That way when we get our board stuck on here, our box sticks out far enough. Get your depth and your height. We need an outside light. It's going to be controlled by this box, and it will go about, I guess, right in here somewhere. How does that compare to that other one? About right there. That should work right there. So what we're going to do, mark it out. We'll need to cut that out, but we'll need to cut this out from outside because we're not going to be able to get our jigsaw around this 2x4 here. So I'm going to take a drill and just drill a bunch of holes around. something like that. And then I'll go outside and I'll take my jigsaw and cut around it. Now we'll test fit our box. Pretty tight fit. That should work. Got a little gap around it, but it ain't too bad. As you can see, fits okay. Yeah, I kind of made that hole a little bit big, but it will still work. And a little trick, if you can't get the nails to go in, you can put a couple of screws in and it's mounted. And there is the outside plug. And we have plugs put all the way around. Plugs, switches, just the boxes. I couldn't fit a 3-gang in here, it's what I wanted, but couldn't fit a 3-gang box in here, so I put a 2-gang and a 1-gang. That'll work. I mean, it'll still work just fine. Then we've got plugs in the living room, going all the way around. Right here. Got this big old beast, and I'm just going to make a bunch of holes. Okay, so I've went around and I've drilled a bunch of holes in the wall. They go all the way around to where I need different plugs and stuff. Even, see, it's going to be a 3-way switch over here for this. So I had to go up and over to this box and then over to that box, and then I also have to come out of that box and go up somehow to the light switch up there. We'll figure that out in a little bit. Right now, let's start pulling some of this rope through here. Let's pull some of this yellow rope through first. This is 12-2. It's good for 20 amps. This is what I'm going to run in the kitchen on the GFI circuits, the oven, and the refrigerator. Those are higher draw appliances, so want some higher draw. All right, so you can see I've been running circuits. And when I'm done, every one of them I'm labeling so that I know what we got. So when we go to mark our panel, we can mark our panel. So all these run across. Here's the TV, and this is going to be the power for the TV. And I'm going to run an Ethernet cable directly behind the TV so I can plug it straight into it. And there's another plug off of the same circuit. Over here, of course, we got the bathroom. Got one circuit going to the bathroom plug, which is going to be a GFI. It hits this one first, and then it'll come over to this one, and the GFI will be in that one actually, so both of them will be protected. Then you got a switch here. Here's the switch leg that runs up into the box, and then this other wire continues on around. Of course, you got all your plugs and your GFIs and all that. But that circuit comes over here, runs into these two boxes. Okay. There's going to be kitchen light right here. Actually, I think I'm going to move this over to here and put the kitchen light over here so it's by itself. And then I'm going to put porch light and the three-way for the living room light. But to run the three-way, you have to have 14-3 with the red, black, and white wires, because you need all of those. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this up all the way over to that box. So let's do that. Alright, as you can see, I got it wrote on here, three-way living room. I accidentally wrote kitchen, but it wasn't kitchen, it's living room. So this one goes from this box over to this box over here. I also labeled it three-way living room. So from here, now we get our hot through these two wires right here, and through that three-way switch. So now all we need out of this box is a switch leg. All right, so here you can see this is the living room switch leg. It's going up, and it is going into the light box. So these two will go together, and there will be a separate hot in this box for the rest of these. This outside light right here, and the upstairs light, which is going to be another three-way. So, okay, so now the downstairs has all the rough end wiring pulled. Now, of course, nothing is stripped in yet. It's all still just hanging out of the box. I'm going to strip all these in before roll every one of them up. I did rolled the one in the floor up because I'm afraid somebody will trip over that if it's sticking out. So I rolled those up and put them down in there. But we can see all the wires running through the wall. This one goes down under the floor and up to here. Now on these outside boxes, there was a bad draft coming around that because of course I cut a hole in the floor and that leads directly outside. So what I did on every one of them that I cut a hole out, I took some of this plastic, this house wrap, and I stapled it all the way around the box. That way there shouldn't be a draft, and with the insulation and that, it should prevent it from causing any problems. Because I did feel some draft, but it is roughed in. Now I still have to run a hot, this is a home run here, still have to run a hot up, and that is going to go over to, you can see a switch box up there. And also, I need another 14.3 for the three-way, for the stairs, of course, to run up and into that box. And then I'm going to run a switch leg from that box over to this light box. That way, you can turn it on up there or turn it on down here or off or whatever. So that way, yeah, you don't fall down the stairs because you don't have any light. But anyway, that's what I've been doing. All right, well, we have our rough-end electrical on the bottom floor done. We don't have our service wire ran yet, but I don't really want to strip any of these in until I run my service wire because it's going to be behind everything. But we have all the Romex ran to the box, ran to all the electrical boxes through the house, light boxes, plugs, whatever. So I guess that's going to be about it for today. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.